Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shilatankanakalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimho Yato Yato Yamitato Narsimha Bahir Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamabduta Shringam Talita Hiranyakashipur Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Hiranyakashipur Tanubringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj. Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for coming for our Sunday program. So now the afternoon class will be given by His Grace Premraj Prabhu. And the prasadam is being served in the Haveli. When you go downstairs, it's on your right hand side, so prasadam is being served. But those who want to stay here for the class is going to start in 2 minutes, so you can wait here. Hare Krishna.
You done yet? Can you help bring the glasses?
Yeah. Hare Krishna, those who are attending the class, please take your seated and face toward the speaker. The speaker is going to sit here. Please have your seat and face toward the speaker.
Oh yeah, sure, why not? Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Oh, neck of instruction, paragraph 11. Yeah, this one. I think it's okay. I'll just pull it in the gas. Okay, that's fine. Hare Krishna, everyone. Okay, let's try that one more time. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for being here. I can already tell that you guys are the most eager bunch at the manor because it's 1 o'clock and instead of being in the Prashadam queue, you're in the temple room. So give yourselves a round of applause for that. Haribol. Wonderful. Okay, so we're going to be actually discussing some wonderful parts of the Nectar of Instruction. Put your hand up if you've heard of the Nectar of Instruction before. Anyone here heard of the Nectar of Instruction? Okay, so we're in for a treat. The Nectar of Instruction really has some incredible and really beautiful parts of the Bhakti philosophy. But this afternoon, it's not just going to be a class where you're sitting and listening. I'm actually going to need your active involvement. So please do come in a little bit closer, because we're all going to be discussing it together. I have had my lunch, so don't worry, I won't bite. Please do feel free to come a little bit closer. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. We're just going to start off with a little bit of kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Kunja Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana Shodhanandana Janaranjana Yashodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Premanande.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Shri Radha Gokulanand ki jai. Shri Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you all so much for participating in the Kirtan. So yeah, now we are going to continue with our reading of the Nectar of Instruction. As I said before, the Nectar of Instruction, or the Upadesh Amrita, it truly is an ocean of incredible wisdom, incredible knowledge on the Bhakti philosophy. So we're very excited to discuss it today. As I said earlier, this is going to be a conversation as opposed to a class. So if you are planning on staying, please do come in a little bit closer so that we can discuss this philosophy together. We'll just start off with some prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we are reading paragraphs 11 and 12 from verse 1 of the Nectar of Instruction. I'll just read out the verse and then we'll go to the translation. Vacho vegam manasakrodha vegam jiva vegam udarapashta vegam eta vegan yo visheta dira sarvam apimam prithvim shashishayat. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals, is qualified to make disciples all over the world. I'll just read the translation again. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, the actions of anger, and the urges of the tongue, belly, and genitals, is qualified to make disciples all over the world. So we're going to be reading paragraph 11 and 12. I think we have just missed it by a little bit from what's on the screen. Maybe if you scroll down, I think if you keep scrolling down, it's the 2 Bhagavatam verses. Yeah, so just from this, you can just go to the English of this, and then the next English as well is what we'll be reading. Okay. So if you turn your attention to the screens, that's the section that we're going to be discussing today. Those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly persons to be unto a place of pilgrimage for crows. Since the all-perfect persons are inhabitants of the transcendental abode, they do not derive any pleasure there. On the other hand, that literature which is full of descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, fame, forms, pastimes, etc. of the unlimited Supreme Lord is a different creation, full of transcendental words directed towards bringing about a revolution in the impious lives of this world's misdirected civilization. Such transcendental literature, even though imperfectly composed, are heard, sung, and accepted by purified men who are thoroughly honest. Om Jnana-timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chaksharum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Shtapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Vidapadakkamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Saitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sate Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. Vancha Kalpatarubhischa Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachanine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyata Deshatanine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I'll just read the purport again so that we're all on the same page, because I know that it's a little bit intense. Okay, so those words which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly persons to be like unto a place of pilgrimage for crows. Since the all-perfect persons are inhabitants of the transcendental abode, they did not derive any pleasure there. On the other hand, the literature which is full of descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, fame, forms, pastimes, etc. of the Supreme Lord is a different creation, full of transcendental words directed towards bringing about a revolution in the impious lives of this world's misdirected civilization. Such transcendental literatures, even though imperfectly composed, are heard, sung, and accepted by purified men who are thoroughly honest. It's quite an interesting couple paragraphs there. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on what this paragraph is saying? As I said, this is the lunchtime slot, so in order to keep everyone awake and engaged, it's going to be an interactive class. It's not going to be me just speaking at you. So does anyone have any thoughts? Any initial impressions? What does this verse say to you? Okay, Nayan, what do you think?
That we should use our speech for glorifying the Lord and talking about Krishna conscious topics rather than just talking about mundane topics.
Wonderful. Yeah, so what Nayan is saying is that our facility of speech is something that we should engage in service of Krishna instead of service of many other things that are trying to grab our attention in the world. That's a beautiful point, thank you, Nayan. We're going to go a little bit into why we should be doing these things, because I think it's one thing to say these things, but it's another thing to understand the importance behind why we should be using our speech in this way. What I found interesting was the use of the words crow and swans. That analogy was quite interesting to me, because these birds are clearly not from the same flock, right? They're not from the same feather. They have different behaviors. And if I was to ask you, where do you see swans and where do you see crows, what would you say? What is the difference in these two birds? Any guesses? What's the difference between a swan and a crow in their activities and where they stay?
Swan stays in a water and
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
Crow is in a place.
Yeah, the crow, yeah. Sure, yeah, that's a good point. Another way also that Srila Prabhupada emphasizes here is that the crows take pleasure. Often we see crows where there's actually massive heaps of rubbish, trash, right? That's sometimes where we see crows foraging. And often we see swans in beautiful, serene lakes, or at least these are the connotations that are attached to crows and swans. Crows are scavengers. They go after, you'll see them in big cities, perhaps in slightly unclean places. And swans are beautiful birds, graceful birds, birds that we see in lakes. We actually have a few swans that float about on our wonderful kund over here. And so in the Srimad Bhagavatam, actually, the fruitive workers, or those who are passionate, are compared to crows. Whereas the saintly persons, those who are of pious nature, are compared to swans. Simply because of this reason. Crows take pleasure in where garbage is thrown out, just as passionate workers take pleasure in wine or other vices or gross sense pleasure. That's the comparison that's being made here. Swans are pious, and so they're compared to saintly people, and crows are slightly impious or dirty or unclean, and so they're described as those who take pleasure in indulging in the senses, the temporary gratification of the senses. What's also interesting is that, has anyone heard the saying, birds of the same feather flock together, right? Swans don't take pleasure in places where crows are assembled for conferences or meetings. They're seen in beautiful places. So in the realm of literature, which is what this verse is speaking about, words that describe the glories of the Lord. In the realm of literature, what is the place of crows and what is the place of swans? Essentially, what Srila Prabhupada is saying is that anything that doesn't include the activities, qualities, form, or name of Krishna that is not conducive towards the development of our consciousness is a place for a crow, is in the realm of literature. These forms of writing or these words further engross us in material reality and distract us from what is said to be the aim of the human form of life. So it's all well and good saying this, but when you look at the devotees of Krishna in this day and age, 99% of us would probably fall into this realm of fruitive workers or passionate workers, and it can actually seem a little bit harsh. Like, I only managed to stay here for about 6-7 months before I had to head back out of the ashram and enter the working world. And that's 99% of the devotees of Krishna in this day and age. Maybe 98, if we're being optimistic. They're living at home, going to work each day, and then rinse and repeat. Maybe once in a while we'll come, bow our heads to Radha Gokulananda, have some chips at the Radharani bakery. But what does that mean? Does that mean we're crows? Is that what Srila Prabhupada is saying? Is he saying that 99% of people who claim to be devotees of Krishna fall into the categories of crows? Simply because they're not engaging in hearing the Nama Guna Rupa Leela? It's a pretty heavy statement, and it can actually be a little bit disheartening. What Krishna says in the Gita, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give them the understanding by which they can come to me. It's quite interesting that Krishna makes an important distinction of serving him with love, and that being the way to actually be in remembrance of him or make their way back to Godhead, back to service of Krishna. It's because having this human form of life is actually a massive privilege, because we are born with a strong intelligence, a very strong intelligence. No matter how hard you may like to be on yourself compared to all other living entities on this planet, you're a pretty intelligent person. But sometimes what we do lack is the understanding by which we can appropriately apply this intelligence. What I found interesting when I was thinking of this point is that actually crows and ravens are amongst the most intelligent birds in the world. If you see, there's some pretty cool YouTube videos of them utilizing the traffic to break open nuts and actually have a nice snack. So it's interesting that crows are one of the most smartest intelligent birds, but the connotation that surrounds them is one that they're scavengers and they eat trash. And so, why is that? It's because their application of their intelligence isn't being done in the correct way, because their understanding of the world around them isn't correct. When our perspective is skewed in a slightly wrong direction, no matter how much competency or intelligence or even the right association we're in, our understanding, our application of that intelligence can actually lead us astray. And we see that in the world around us, like some of the most notorious or like horrific acts that have happened in the world have happened from the hands of some of the most intelligent people, because the application of that intelligence isn't being done correctly. And so that's why there's such a great importance on absorbing ourselves in the qualities and activities of Krishna. Because by doing so, we actually gradually, our consciousness enters into the Lord's arena, into the Lord's space, into Krishna's space. And in many cases, upon doing so, we actually start to directly experience Krishna's blessings. Because the reality is that, like, at one time Kadamba Kanara Maharaj was asked, do you see Krishna everywhere? Do you see Krishna every day? And what he said was that, I don't see Krishna every day, but I see his hands every day. Because the reality is that Krishna is actually arranging our life all around us. Everything that's happening in our life is through divine intervention. But because our consciousness isn't absorbed in appreciating Krishna's qualities, activities, it's difficult for us to see his hand, right? Does that make sense? Like, if you don't actually, for example, if I go to work and I open my bag and I see this wonderful packed lunch and it's like this incredible pasta and I'm like super happy I have it, but that's the extent of my gratitude for it, without actually seeing that my mum is someone who woke up in the early parts of the morning and cooked it and prepared it for me, then it'll be difficult for me to appreciate that lunch. So if I'm not in conscious knowledge of my mum's activities, of her mood, of her intention, I won't actually be able to fully appreciate what's in front of me, which is that packed lunch, that wonderful pasta. So if we're not in understanding of Krishna's qualities, Krishna's activities, no matter how many things Krishna is arranging in our life, we won't actually be able to appreciate them. And we won't actually be able to see them for what they are. And so that's why this incredible sutra, which I heard a couple of days ago, is so connected to this, that things don't happen to us, but they happen for us. And our ability to see things happening for us is connected to our understanding of Krishna's qualities, activities, and his loving nature. Because all auspiciousness arises from simply reflecting on the qualities of Krishna, particularly when action is followed by that contemplation, right? So going back to the example of my mum cooking me lunch, now that I'm conscious of her activities, of waking up early and cooking me that wonderful box of pasta, I go back to her in the evening and say, "That was a wonderful pasta, thank you so much, Mum." The next day she'll probably be inspired to make it with even more love, even more care. And so similarly, our relationship with Krishna is the same. The more we're conscious of him in our life, the easier it will be for us to appreciate him, and the more accessible his blessings will be to us. That's why Krishna later on in the Gita says, "Engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee, offer obeisances unto me, and worship me. By being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me." So Krishna, who is God himself, is telling us to think of him constantly. One thing that we can take for sure is that God is no life coach that you found on an Instagram ad. He's an infallible source of advice. And so there is some weight to when he's saying, "Think of me." It's not a exercise of pride. Krishna doesn't want us to be absorbed in him because actually he's getting a lot of, it's fueling his ego. It's actually for our benefit. When Krishna is saying, "Be absorbed in me, offer obeisances and offer worship to me," it's because this act of service to Krishna allows us to receive blessings in our lives, because it brings about auspiciousness. Being in simple remembrance of Krishna brings about that auspiciousness. And so this is the important point here. By duties or various responsibilities, we will find ourselves in a position where we have to raise a family. We may have certain desires, or we have to go to work. We have to find a way to pay for the bills. We have to do different things for our kids, which take up our time. But while doing so, if we're able to center our mind onto loving devotion for Krishna, and what does that look like? We may be able to use certain skills that we've picked up at work towards a project for Krishna. Or we may say, one day in a month, I'm going to work for Krishna. And whatever I earn from this month is going towards Krishna's wonderful service. Or it could be as simple as, today when I get home from work, I'm going to open up the Gita and I'm just going to read one verse. Just one verse before dinner. And so in this way, we use our crow-like intelligence to transcend crow-like activities, and soon enough we find ourselves in the association of swans. That is the answer to the question I posed earlier about, are 99% of Krishna's devotees in this crow category? No, because these devotees, whilst being out there in the material world, maybe going to work every day, maybe doing different activities, maybe they aren't fully absorbed in Krishna's nama, guna, rupa, and lila, or in thought of these things, but they're still endeavoring in every part of their life, they're still endeavoring to try and dovetail Krishna, to try and bring about Krishna, try and connect that Krishna factor, whether it's at work, at home, or any small part of that day. So actually these devotees, 99% of devotees, are not the crows. They find themselves in the association of swans. The thing is though, right, this step can seem so difficult to do. Like, I've definitely come home from work sometimes, and the last thing I want to do is pick up the Gita, or the last thing I want to do is pick up my beads, finish my rounds, of which I have so many left. But actually, what's interesting is that with just a little bit of perspective, these like painstaking, arduous tasks can become so easy to do. All we need is a little bit of perspective. All I need is a little bit of perspective. Krishna says in the Gita, O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. So here Krishna is actually confirming that everything ultimately rests upon him. That includes all objects, all beings, all emotions, all knowledge, all activities, all resources. Everything rests on and emanates from Krishna. And so if we develop this state of mindfulness, right? Mindfulness is such a buzzword today. Mindfulness, yoga, meditation. True mindfulness actually means being conscious of Krishna in our day-to-day life. The more we interact with this mindset, proper mindfulness, the less external circumstances actually play a factor. The less, coming home from work and being tired and picking up the Gita becomes difficult. Because I actually see that even my facility to work, my facility to have a roof over my head, the facility that I have to have loving interactions with people around me is because of Krishna. And so this perspective actually feeds an attraction towards spiritual activities. He tells Arjun that, O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. I am sound in ether and ability in man. So Krishna is giving us so many opportunities to remember him, right? When we observe the sun moving in the space, we can immediately just think that this is the eye of Krishna giving light. The simple conception of Krishna's presence can accompany us in our daily dealings. And actually it can even provide comfort. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit anxious or a little bit just out of place, or recently I just spent like a week in Scotland and it was so beautiful. I think I went on the one day when Scotland has sun, and it was like the most beautiful place that I've been. And I felt quite disconnected from my Krishna conscious practice because I was going for a wedding event and there were so many things going on. I wasn't actually, my chanting or my reading time like dropped significantly. But how great is Krishna actually that in his words in the Gita, even in that situation, we have an opportunity to remember Krishna. I could see the beautiful trees, the incredible hills, the beautiful landscape, and think that this is Krishna's creation. The trees are like hairs on Krishna's body, which he says. So essentially, once we enter into this frame of mind, we find it easier to follow the recommendations of the Vedic scriptures. We find it easier to deal with the difficult life that we sometimes have panned out in front of us. And we find it much easier to actually switch on to that mentality of the swans that Srila Prabhupada is speaking about. And the beautiful thing is that point I mentioned in the beginning about birds of the same feather flock together. Once we make this endeavor to transform our perspective into one that is seeing Krishna as much as we can in as many parts of our day, then we attract this association, we attract this mindset in the people around us as well. And the whole endeavor becomes so much more easier. So I guess that is the point that I've been trying to make with these two wonderful paragraphs. We'll read them again before we close and open up for any comments or reflections you guys have had. If I can find it in my notes. These words, which do not describe the glories of the Lord, who alone can sanctify the atmosphere of the whole universe, are considered by saintly persons to be like unto a place of pilgrimage for crows. Since the all-perfect persons are inhabitants of the transcendental abode, they do not derive any pleasure there. On the other hand, that literature which is full of descriptions of the transcendental glories of the name, fame, forms, pastimes, etc. of the Supreme Lord is a different creation, full of transcendental words, directed towards bringing about a revolution in the impious lives of this world's misdirected civilization. Such transcendental literatures, even though imperfectly composed, are heard, sung, and accepted by purified men who are thoroughly honest. Thank you so much for your attention and your participation today. If anyone has any comments, criticisms, any questions, then we do have a little bit of time. Otherwise, thank you so much. Yes? Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much. What's your name? Nikita. Nikita. Thank you so much, Nikita. So just to just to say it again, so if anyone didn't hear, Nikita is saying that sometimes even the simple solution of trying to see Krishna in our day-to-day lives can be difficult. It's not always that easy, although it does sound so simple. At times it is, but sometimes it isn't. One solution to that is trying to remember that anything we're doing, Krishna's there with us. Krishna's present. Did I understand you correctly? Is that what you're saying? Right. I think that's such a beautiful point. And it's so true. Krishna is seated within the heart, within our hearts. There's a name for that form of Krishna. Anyone know? Any guesses? Yeah? Paramatma, exactly. Paramatma. There's actually three manifestations of Krishna. There's Brahman, which is Krishna's energy. There's Paramatma, which is Krishna who's seated within our hearts, our localized understanding of Krishna. And Bhagavan, which is the supreme, the personality of God, the form, the personal form of God. And so we spoke about Brahman and how we can see Krishna's energy and thus feel his presence. Nikita's spoken about Paramatma, feeling Krishna's presence in our hearts. And then finally there's Bhagavan, which is understanding the qualities and activities and the personality of God. There's so many ways in which we can actually find connection that there's something for everyone in all circumstances. There really is no opportunity where it's not possible to remember Krishna. And one thing which I'd just like to add, that when we start to try and experience or try and feel Krishna's connection of Paramatma within us, it actually changes our relationships in such a drastic way. I remember when I really, for some time, I made a conscious endeavor of trying to really feel Krishna's presence and just be conscious that with me, seated in my heart, is also Krishna. The way that changed my relationships was so profound, because once you accept that understanding for yourself, you can easily extrapolate that understanding to those around you. And then your interactions with those around you become so different. If the person sitting in front of me I actually see as this person is a temple for Krishna, their heart is a temple for Krishna, seated within them is Krishna, they're a servant of Krishna, they're serving Krishna directly by hosting him within his heart, then all of our relationships just become completely different. The dynamic completely shifts. So thank you so much. That's a beautiful point. Thank you, Nikita. Does anyone have any more questions or comments? And doesn't necessarily have to be connected to today's class. Could be anything you've been thinking about. You guys are like the most inspiring bunch of people, because on a Sunday at 1 o'clock, when I come to the manor, I go straight to the prasadam queue, But you're here in the temple room, sitting in front of Krishna. Very eager bunch. But yeah, any questions? Any thoughts? No? Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time today. Deeply grateful, and I pray that in the days to come, you can really maybe set yourself a challenge this week of trying to see if you can remember Krishna once every day, whether that's when you come home from work or when you're at work or before you sleep. See if you can do that, and then we'll meet back here next Sunday and see if there's been any tangible change in your life. I'll be eager to see. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Nantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
You'll give him tomorrow?
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Nice.
Krishna, Hare Hare.
I'll come.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.